Cyrus the Great, a name that resonates through history as the architect of the first Persian Empire, embarked on his quest for power in a fragmented Iranian plateau. Born around 600 BCE, Cyrus inherited the throne of Anshan, but quickly outgrew its confines. His vision was not limited to local dominance. He sought a unified Persian state. The young king's charismatic leadership and innovative military strategies enabled him to conquer and consolidate lands that were once divided among warring tribes. His first significant victory, the conquest of Media in 550 BCE, marked a pivotal turn in the establishment of his empire. Cyrus displayed an unusual approach towards the conquered. Instead of plunder and destruction, he adopted a policy of respect towards local customs and religions. This approach not only stabilized his rule but also endeared him to his subjects, setting a precedent for future governance. The Median capital, Ecbatana, became a secondary capital for his expanding empire, symbolizing the fusion of Median and Persian cultures. The unification process reached its zenith with the subjugation of Lydia and Babylon. When Cyrus marched into Lydia, he faced King Croesus, famously wealthy and powerful. The Battle of Thymbra, where Cyrus's tactical genius shone, ended with the fall of Sardis, Lydia's capital, in 547 BCE. Subsequently, his entry into Babylon in 539 BCE was strategized as a peaceful occupation rather than a bloody conquest. The liberation of the Jewish people from their Babylonian captivity earned Cyrus an enduring legacy in world history. This phase of conquests and diplomacy under Cyrus not only unified the Persian territories, but also laid down the administrative and cultural foundations that would define the Achaemenid Empire. His reign highlighted a philosophy of leadership that embraced diversity, strategic tolerance, and integration, principles that would guide one of history's most formidable empires. The Achaemenid Empire, under Cyrus and his successors, introduced several administrative innovations that enhanced its governance and sustainability. The empire was vast, stretching from the Indus Valley in the east to the Aegean Sea in the west. Managing such a massive territory required not only military prowess, but also sophisticated administrative techniques. One of the hallmark strategies was the division of the empire into various provinces, or satrapies, each overseen by a governor, or satrap. This decentralized approach ensured that local affairs could be efficiently managed while maintaining loyalty to the central authority. The Royal Road, conceived during the reign of Darius I, exemplified Persian ingenuity in administration and infrastructure. Stretching approximately 1,700 miles from Sardis in Lydia to Susa in Elam, this ancient highway was a marvel of engineering and strategic planning. It facilitated rapid communication and efficient movement of troops across the empire, which were crucial for maintaining order and responding to uprisings. The road also boosted economic activities by enabling smoother trade and commerce across the vast empire. Darius I further refined the administrative system by implementing standardized weights and measures, a uniform monetary system, and codifying laws. These reforms not only streamlined governance, but also fostered a sense of unity and common identity among the diverse peoples of the empire. The introduction of the Old Persian script as the official language for monumental inscriptions and administrative documents further solidified centralized control and cultural integration. Moreover, the postal system, often quoted as being so efficient that neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night stays these couriers, exemplified the empire's organizational capabilities. The system's reliability and speed was such that messages could be transmitted across the empire with astonishing swiftness, keeping the central authority well informed of distant events. This communication network not only supported administrative control, but also contributed to the cultural and economic cohesion of the empire. The expansionist policy of the Achaemenid Empire inevitably led to conflicts with neighboring states, most notably the city-states of Greece. This series of conflicts, known collectively as the Greco-Persian Wars, were defining moments in the history of both Persia and Greece. The wars began in earnest during the reign of Darius I, who sought to punish Athens and Eretria for supporting the Ionian revolt. The first major clash, the Battle of Marathon in 490 BCE, ended in a surprising defeat for the Persians. a setback that showcased the resilience and military ingenuity of the Greeks. Darius's successor, Xerxes I, undeterred by the previous defeat, launched a massive invasion of Greece in 480 BCE. The famous battles of Thermopylae, Salamis, and Plataea highlighted this campaign. Despite initial successes, such as the heroic last stand of the Spartan king Leonidas at Thermopylae, the Persian forces were ultimately repelled. The Battle of Salamis, in particular, where the Greek fleet, using cunning and geographical advantage, devastated the Persian navy, marked a turning point in the war. The aftermath of the Greco-Persian Wars had profound implications for the Persian Empire. Although the empire remained powerful and influential, these conflicts exposed vulnerabilities in its military strategies and command structures. The resilience of the Greek city-states against a seemingly invincible force inspired a new sense of cultural identity and political aspiration among the Greeks, leading to the Golden Age of Athens. For Persia, the wars necessitated a re-evaluation of its Western strategies and prompted more defensive approaches in its European territories. Additionally, the wars led to significant military reforms within the empire. Learning from their interactions with the Greek hoplites, Persian military tactics evolved, incorporating more versatile and flexible infantry units. The empire also increased its naval capabilities, understanding the crucial role that maritime power played in controlling the Aegean and maintaining stability in its western provinces. These adaptations demonstrated the empire's ability to learn from its experiences, adjusting its strategies to meet new challenges. Under the Achaemenid rule, Persian culture and architecture witnessed a remarkable flourishing. The empire's acceptance and incorporation of various cultures under its rule led to a vibrant synthesis of artistic and architectural styles. This period saw the construction of some of the most iconic structures in Persian history, including the majestic Persepolis. Founded by Darius I and expanded by his successors, Persepolis was not just a political capital, but also a cultural showcase for the empire. The grandeur of Persepolis, with its monumental staircases, exquisite reliefs, and imposing gateways, reflected the empire's wealth and the sophistication of its artistic endeavors. The site's elaborate carvings depict scenes of tribute bearers from various satrapies, showcasing the diversity and the administrative structure of the empire. This not only served as a reminder of the emperor's authority, but also as a symbol of unity and cooperation among the empire's myriad peoples. In addition to architecture, the Achaemenid Empire made significant contributions to other fields of culture, such as literature, religion, and science. The royal patronage of scholars and artists led to innovations in various disciplines. For instance, the development of Zoroastrianism, which became the state religion, influenced religious thought far beyond the empire's boundaries. The ethical and moral principles of Zoroastrianism, emphasizing the battle between good and evil, had a lasting impact on the development of other religious traditions. The empire's approach to governance also fostered cultural exchange and intellectual growth. The Persian practice of employing administrators and scholars from different parts of the empire brought diverse perspectives together, which enriched the intellectual and cultural life of the empire. This cross-pollination of ideas not only strengthened the empire's cultural identity, but also laid the groundwork for advances in philosophy, medicine, and astronomy. Moreover, the Persian tradition of garden design, which aimed to create paradises as symbolizations of divine order on earth, influenced landscape architecture across the civilizations that followed. These gardens were not merely for pleasure, but were seen as an embodiment of the empire's ideal of harmony and order. The influence of Persian garden design can be seen in the layout of gardens from the Alhambra in Spain to the Mughal gardens of India, demonstrating the long-lasting cultural legacy of the Achaemenid Empire. The fall of the Achaemenid Empire, culminating in the conquests of Alexander the Great, marked the end of an era in ancient history. After centuries of political and military dominance, the Persian Empire faced a new and formidable opponent in the Macedonian conqueror. Alexander's campaign against Persia began in 334 BCE, exploiting the strategic weaknesses and internal discord that had crept into the Persian imperial structure. The decisive battles of Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela highlighted the tactical brilliance of Alexander and the vulnerabilities of the Persian military. Alexander's approach was not merely military. His strategy included profound psychological and political dimensions. By proclaiming himself a liberator rather than a conqueror and adopting elements of Persian dress and customs, he sought to integrate himself with the local populations. This approach facilitated his acceptance among some segments of the Persian aristocracy and populace, easing his path to control. The symbolic gesture of burning the ceremonial capital, Persepolis, in 330 BCE, marked the definitive end of the Persian Empire and the establishment of Macedonian authority over its territories. The fall of the empire was not just the result of external conquest, it also reflected internal weaknesses. The later Persian kings, especially Darius I, were plagued by court intrigues and a lack of the charismatic leadership that characterized the reigns of Cyrus and Darius I. The satraps, once the linchpins of Persian administrative efficiency, increasingly acted as autonomous rulers, weakening central authority. This decentralization and the accompanying loss of control made it difficult for the empire to respond effectively to Alexander's campaigns. Moreover, the defeat brought profound changes to the region. Alexander's empire melded Greek and Persian elements, giving rise to the Hellenistic period, which saw the spread of Greek culture and ideas across the former Persian territories. This cultural blending had lasting impacts on the development of art, science, and philosophy in the subsequent centuries. In conclusion, the fall of the Achaemenid Empire to Alexander the Great was a transformative event that reshaped the cultural and political landscapes of the ancient Near East. While it marked the end of Persian dominance, it also set the stage for the rich cultural and intellectual exchanges that characterized the Hellenistic era. The legacy of the Achaemenid Empire, with its innovations in governance, culture, and architecture, continued to influence successive empires and remains a testament